Be sure to subscribe for your chance to win a custom leather playmat when we hit 2,500 subscribers. Welcome to Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Mass. Here we're starting out very quickly. Andraj on Food Chain and Pile Souza on Hogaak. Hedron Crab, one of the more dangerous cards in the deck. And we'll see why here, as 6 cards are going to get milled on the second turn. It's like Dredge without Dredge. Not needing to run those type of enablers. Instead, going to be able to use Hedron Crab and Stitcher Supplier to put 6 cards very often at a clip into the graveyard. And then, of course, we just saw their Altar of Dementia. The real milling that can happen off of that basically turns this aggro deck into a combo deck. We've got a Cabal Therapy. And that's going to hit a Force of Will. Also seeing Force of Negation, and I believe, is that a Daze at the front of the hand? Oh, that's that Ninja. That's the Hideaway Ninja, I believe. So Cabal Therapy whiffing, and now a Carrion Feeder. Whole lot of counter magic. This would be really, really bad for most combo decks to see a hand with Force of Will, Force of Negation, and some creatures that can generate card advantage. But Hogaak is a different type of animal. Does have the ability... Oh, and here's Altar of Dementia. And that eats a Force of Negation promptly from Andraj. And the Carrion Feeder getting in there for 1. Hedron Crab is a card that I've actually wanted to play in Worldgorger Dragon for quite a while. I think that would be a lot of fun to be able to mill to get the dragon into the graveyard and then mill your opponent out. Just have not got around to actually building that. But Dragon is actually in the format now, so wouldn't really be as funny. That is like actually a deck. Eternal Scourge joins the fray. Those Mist Hollow Griffins in the graveyard thanks to the into the exile thanks to Manipulate Fate. So both players kind of primed to potentially go off. Another altar. This one getting Force of Willed. This part of our Wednesday series. We've got incredible bonus prizes added to the pool from our benefactor Fee. He's donated over $2,000 worth of prizes, including a Gaia's Cradle and a Mox Diamond. Those are all going to be given away. Just insane EV in these tournaments. A Birds of Paradise comes down for Andraj. Has plenty of mana. It's actually not obvious that it's preferable to cast the birds unless you have like a Force of Will in hand that you're going to hard cast. I actually don't really love casting the birds there. Maybe better to brainstorm that back later. Gravecrawler along with Carrion Feeder means that we can pump up that Carrion Feeder +1/+1 counters for each black mana. Comes across for 2. Not a whole lot of blocking available for Pile. He's got a Carrion Feeder and a Gravecrawler. The Hedron Crab, not the best of blockers. Mist Hollow Griffin being cast. Each turn a Mist Hollow is going to be able to enter here, so Pile may need to combo out in order to deal with this board state. He's certainly tried. Got a landfall trigger. Another Gravecrawler. This one being sacrificed. And now Vengevine coming back, as Gravecrawlers just have so much synergy with all of the deck. Being able to cast them multiple times to trigger the Vengevine. And then, of course, being able to sacrifice to the Carrion Feeder. Hasty Vengevines. I would argue the primary reason that Survival of the Fittest ended up finally getting the axe. It was around for a long time. It was really a staple of the format. And ultimately ended up getting the axe. Now that Birds of Paradise can be a blocker to get rid of the Bridge from Below. But each time those zombies died, more zombies took their place on the battlefield. So right now it looks like 4 2/2 zombies. And we are on to game 2, trying to process. I mean, I don't think Andrade had anywhere near lethal there, so that has got to be a scoop. Typically, the person that's scooping scoops their cards up first, but I'm assuming that's what happened there because I'm pretty sure that was not actually close to lethal. Those extra zombie tokens just allow you to go so wide. The Charizard playmat there, classic Foglio art. And Pile actually rocking one of the first leather playmats that I ever made, actually. That is one of the first Old Gods playmats for Scholars Games. It was a store that ran for a very, very long time. It was one of the first, actually, I believe the first tournaments that I ever played were at Scholars way back in the, what would that be? Early 2000s, like 2000, maybe late 90s. Of course, that predated Pile. He's a much younger gentleman. He purchased Scholars, ran it for a couple of years, and is now backpacking the Magic cards, as well as being in civilian life, working. Very similar to what I did, actually. Had a business pretty young and then backpacked for a long time. We'll see if he ends up with a store in 15 years as well. But that playmat will last that long, at least, made out of leather. We've got a Tropical Island here for Andrade. Once Upon a Time. And that is a card that I don't know if Hogaak is running a full boat of anymore. It's nice when it shows up. It's really not the worst in the mid game, but you know, you do have some pretty good mana sinks. You're not. Ooh, Rest in Peace. Well, we'll see what answers there are available for this right out of the gate here. Force of Vigor, an immediate Force of Vigor, so not gonna mess around there. Certainly not getting a 2-for-1. Wait until a food chain hits or anything like that. Pile's just pedal to the metal. He's already got the Hedron Crab. No reason to slow play this. It could be over very, very quickly. And now fetching. Getting back that Bloodghast. Another Bloodghast in the graveyard. An Altar of Dementia. Gonna go ahead and sack right away to get 2 more cards. And we got a couple of zombies and the ability to convoke and delve out a Hogaak here on turn 2. And we'll see if he goes for the combo finish. Sacks a couple of tokens. Once he hits another bridge, does he have 2 bridges? Let's see. Can't quite see. Pretty good resolution on the camera. That angle's a little tough. Oh, there he shows the 2 bridges. So beautiful. So basically what would happen there, for those unfamiliar, Hogaak is going to be able to mill 8 cards out of Pyle's deck. And in doing so, getting 2 zombies, which is enough to convoke the future Hogaak, to be able to bring that one back. Once you get multiple Hogaaks, then they can actually convoke to bring each other out. And then the legend rule ends up getting you more and more zombies. So basically, a massive amount of zombies would enter the battlefield there. And then when that's all done, when Pyle goes through his entire deck, then he can turn around and do the same back to Andrage. Currently, Food Chain Build's not running Emrakul. That is something they used to run. And that's actually, that would be a very interesting side effect of running the Eldrazi, is the ability to recycle your entire graveyard and deck. Because Hogaak can easily move all in and just mill itself out. If they're cautious, though, they will have just a massive amount of zombies, so they'll be able to easily do 20 damage on the following turn. But that is Hogaak for you guys. I mean, it is very explosive. Turn 2 win, and just a really cool deck. I love the fact that it's a new printing that other formats couldn't handle, but it is just another powerful deck amongst many other powerful decks here in Legacy. That is all for this one, but don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.